Thursday, Parshas V'Yakal Pekudei. We're going to do Ois Aleph in Parshas Pekudei. Zera Shimshon starts off with the first pusik in the Parsha. It says, Aile Pekudei HaMishkan, Mishkan HaIdus. These are the countings of the Mishkan. This is what was in the Mishkan. This is what was supposed to be placed in the Mishkan. The Mishkan was the Idus. Says Rashi, what is Mishkan? Mishkan shtay pa'omim. It says Mishkan twice. Aile Pekudei HaMishkan, Mishkan. Remez lemikdosh shenismashken shtei pa'omim al avonisayim shel Yisrael. It's a remez, it's a hint to the Beis HaMikdash that was nismashken shtei pa'omim al avonisayim shel Yisrael, which means that it was taken away from us, just like Mishkan is from the word mashkin, which means collateral, and because Klal Yisrael did a virus, so Hashem took away the Beis HaMikdash two times, the first Beis HaMikdash and the second Beis HaMikdash. So therefore, that's why Rashi says, it says Mishkan twice. It explains the Zera Shimshon as follows. First it says, what is the reason that here, specifically in Parshas Pekudei, is there a remez, is there a hint that the Beis HaMikdash is going to be taken away twice, it's going to be destroyed twice? Especially, he says, since the Mishkan that was made in the Midbar by Moshe Rabbi, it wasn't destroyed, bichlal. Everything was hidden, everything was buried. And any kailam, it says, that Moshe Rabbi made, any utensils that Moshe Rabbi made for the Mishkan, was buried and was hidden. It wasn't destroyed. So how does the Mishkan come to tell us that the Beis HaMikdash is going to be destroyed twice? So explains the Zera Shimshon that Rashi was bothered by a different question, and that is that this Mishkan that Moshe Rabbeinu built in the Midbar and that he made wasn't taken away. It wasn't a collateral because it still exists. It's just buried and hidden. So therefore, it shouldn't be called Mishkan. It should be called Mikdash. And if you're calling it a Mishkan, which means collateral, that means that so it should have been also destroyed and taken away. So why is it called Mishkan? So says the Zera Shimshon that that's why over here it's being merames for the two Batei Mikdashos that were destroyed. Because we know that the Beis HaMikdash was in Yerushalayim, and it had to be in Yerushalayim on Har Moriah. And if it had to be in Yerushalayim on Har Moriah, it wasn't like the Mishkan in the Midbar. And since the Batei Mikdashos that were in Yerushalayim were destroyed, they were called Mishkan. So since they were on a high Madraga, because they were in Yerushalayim, and the Mishkan that they made in the Midbar was in Chitz La'aretz, so therefore the Mishkan in Chitz La'aretz was not able to be called Mikdash because it shouldn't have had a greater name than the Beis HaMikdash in Yerushalayim. And as it says in the Pusik, Aile Pekudei HaMishkan, this is the Pekidim of the Mishkan. This is what you're going to have to do. These are the laws. This is everything that's made in the Mishkan. Why is it called HaMishkan? Because Mishkan. That's why it says twice. Aile Pekudei HaMishkan. Why is it called Mishkan? Because Mishkan. Because there's something else called the Mishkan, which was the Beis HaMikdash. And that's why it says Aile Pekudei HaMishkan with this hey. We know the Hai Hayadiyah. What is the Hai Hayadiyah? It means coming to tell us something more. Telling us that this Mishkan was only called a Mishkan because the other Batei Mikdashos are also called Mishkan. And therefore, that's why Dafka in this Parsha is the two Batei Mikdashos that are destroyed, Mirimis in this Parsha. Mishkan, HaMishkan, Mishkan.